3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph hanging out on the listening device. However you're listening to us or watching us, we appreciate you very much. Remember to tell your friends about us. Tell them how good we are at saying things on a podcast. And hopefully they'll listen just like you did. Steph, what's up? Still in sunny Florida?
Hey, hello. Yes, I'm here for a couple more days. I'm just not ready to come home.
I don't blame you. Do you, girl? That's fine. We can still do the show the way we're doing it. That's fine. How is Florida? What have you done lately?
Well, over the weekend, we did go to the Madame Tussauds Museum, and we rode, like, one of the tallest, I think it's the tallest Ferris wheel on the East Coast or something like that.
Very nice.
And then we went to Universal's water park, and we didn't have to wear masks.
All right.
It was so nice. Like, it was just nice to see people out doing normal things. It just gave me a little bit of hope, you know?
All right, so what's been your favorite part so far?
Definitely the water park. So they have, is it the tallest water slide on the East Coast? I think that's what it is.
North America.
It's in North America. It's the tallest water slide
wow.
in North America. And it's one of those water slides where you stand on this, like, glass, like, door.
And then they just let it go?
Yeah, and then they drop the door, and you don't know when it's going to happen, and you, like, free fall straight down, and then it eventually, like, curves, and you come out and do a pull.
Okay, so personal question. Do you get a wedgie?
Yeah,
Okay.
big time. Big time wedgie.
Like, for whatever reason, when you were saying that, the only thing I could think of was like, man, that must make your shorts ride all up.
Oh, yeah. If you're wearing, like, a teeny tiny bikini, it makes everything come off. But luckily, I had, like, a high-waisted suit and, like, a good-fitting top, so nothing came off, but the wedgie was real.
Yeah, I could only imagine. So, you know, you've been helping your mom, not in Florida because you've been slacking, but you've been helping your mom clean out your Pop's old house, getting ready to sell. And we always make these jokes about what if Pop had a secret life, or what if Pop was really a double agent or a secret agent, or, you know what I mean? What if he was like some CIA spy or something? Right. I made a lot of jokes about that. Maybe I should have been looking at my own house, at my own family.
What? What happened?
So check this out. This is crazy. Thanks to 23andMe, we found out that my wife has a whole part of her family she never knew about. Locally, right here in Central PA.
How did they not know?
Check this out. Apparently, okay, her grandfather fooled around on her grandmother and, like, had a kid.
Swear to God. Somebody else.
Yeah, and they just found out about it.
Oh my gosh. You don't picture your grandpa doing that stuff.
Right? So my father-in-law's father was stepping out with, like, a neighbor woman.
Oh my gosh. Scandal.
Right,
Scandal.
right. Fathered a son. So now my father-in-law has a half-brother he never knew about up until last week. Okay? Yeah, your face is perfect. That's the perfect face to make. So he didn't know about this guy, and this guy had some kids who are now, like, half cousins of my wife.
Oh my gosh. It's like a whole new world.
Right, and they found out because one of the cousins, one of this guy's kids, took a 23andMe, and some things didn't quite add up. Doing a little bit of digging, found out that her grandfather wasn't really her grandfather. It was the guy across the street.
She was lied to.
Everyone was lied to. Nobody knew about it.
So nobody knew except for, like, the grandfather.
Right. Imagine going through your whole life, right? Now, some of this is going to get sad, right? Imagine going through your whole life. You get to around, mid-60s, early 70s. Unfortunately, your parents are gone at this point in your life. Very sad. But you find out that your dad wasn't your dad. Your whole life, childhood, adulthood, your dad wasn't your dad.
Wow. So wait, did the biological mom remarry and just pass that guy off as the dad?
No, nobody remarried.
Oh, wait, so the mom was married at the time and had an affair.
Yeah, they both had an affair. They both had an affair. They were trifling neighbors having affairs.
This sounds like a Lifetime movie.
It does. So,
Wow.
yeah, this whole story is insane. At this point, everyone, all the I want to say evildoers. That's not the right word. All the people who cheated are now gone. Okay? So is there really a point in getting mad anymore?
Right.
So what they're doing is they're actually starting to get to know each other. My wife actually went out and took a walk in a park, brought Moogie with her cousin.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, and apparently her cousin's husband, they have 3 kids, so there's 3 other, like, second cousins or whatever you want to call them. Half second cousins. Jeez, this family tree is odd. So she's got 3 kids. She's married to a guy who has a ton of mutual friends with me. Like,
wow.
Actually, you know something funny? You're friends with her husband on Facebook.
What?
Yeah, you are friends. He is from Perry County.
No way.
Yeah, I'll tell you his name off the show.
Yeah, that's so funny. He's like, a Pico guy.
Yeah, I was like, hold on. And I go, we have 300 mutual friends? And I look at it right at the top, Steph. I'm like, Steph, you're friends with this guy who is related to me by marriage. He contacts me, and we start talking over Facebook, which is fine. My wife's made a new friend / half cousin. Like,
that's so funny.
The whole family is turned upside down.
Wow, but like you said, like those people who had the affairs are gone now. So like,
getting mad it does nobody any good.
Right.
I mean, I'm saying that as an outsider going, oh my God, this is so crazy. Now, if I found out, I look just like my dad. So I look like a nice hybrid between my dad and my mom. So there's no doubt what I am. But if I were to find out in my 60s or 70s that my dad really wasn't my dad, I might be a little angry. I don't know. How do you feel for something like that, about something like that?
Right. How would you even react? I feel like your initial reaction might be anger because you feel like they haven't been honest with you.
Yeah, but what can you get angry at? Your dead dad?
Right, that's true.
Or your dead mom? It would be his mom. Right? So maybe the dad didn't even know. I don't even know the whole story. Did the dad not did the guy's dad not know that it wasn't his kid?
Right. Maybe he really didn't. Maybe they never got it tested and they just like rolled with it.
Did my father-in-law's father not know that the kid across the street was his kid?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
And they lived close to each other?
Oh yeah, they're like real close.
Wait, are all people participating in the affair gone now, or just the 2 that were like
I believe everybody is. I believe. I might be wrong, but I believe everyone is.
Wow, how crazy is that? And it's so like frustrating because you can't even ask them about it.
No. The secrets are real. So
wow. So much excitement.
I know.
Mystery.
And I didn't even have to clean a house out like you did. The mysteries just came to me.
My family's boring. Just boring.
Yeah, you guys got no infidelity, no nothing. Losers. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes. Speaking of marriage, are you upset that these guys are getting divorced? I don't care.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempishealth.com.
QuickSave Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. QuickSave Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the QuickSave Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
I don't know if you've heard about this, Steph. Get ready to be very upset. Get ready to have your world turned upside down. Not in the way of, like, finding out that your dad really isn't your dad, but, like, turned upside down in the fact that Kelly Clarkson and her husband are headed for divorce. This is such a big deal. How am I ever going to get over Kelly Clarkson and her dumb husband filing for divorce?
I'm sorry you're so torn up about it, Puff.
Well, that's the thing I wanted to talk about. The internet is going nuts. They have 2 children. They've been married for about 7 years. It happens
All the time.
like why do we, like, okay, give you a perfect example. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, let's do the first one. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, right? They were married, and everyone was shocked when he left her for another woman, Angelina Jolie. Oh, then they became the power couple. People forgot that he just, whatever. I don't need Jennifer Aniston anymore. I got Angelina Jolie. And people are like, oh my God, they're so amazing. And then all of a sudden, boom, they get divorced too, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. And they're like, oh my God, who would have seen that coming? And I'm over here like, this guy.
I did. Me.
I just don't understand why we put these celebrities on this pedestal like they're some sort of, like, just example of morality that we have to reach towards, like they're on some sort of mountaintop of do-goodness. That's a word.
Right, because they're just like spoiled rich people, really, and they get divorced all the time. It's actually more surprising when a couple doesn't get divorced at this point.
Right. So I have a theory behind this, right? I don't want to get divorced because I don't think I can find anyone else ever. Right?
Oh, stop.
So, well, I mean, and I love my wife. That should be one. And number 2 is, like, I'm scared of her coming to her senses and divorcing me because I don't know if I'd ever be able to find anyone else. I tricked her. I don't know if I could trick anyone else at my age. Okay? So that's one thing. When you're a celebrity, you don't have to worry about that because chances are you're a beautiful person. And if you're not beautiful, Steve Buscemi, you might also, you could be rich. And you'll still have, at least somebody coming after you. And so you'll have people around you at least. You won't be lonely.
Right. Or you have hair and makeup and fashion people that make you look pretty.
I think these celebrities are so into jumping in and out of marriages because they realize, like, hey, I'm a beautiful person. I could find someone like that. Worst case scenario is I'll date a fan who will worship the ground I walk on.
Right. They have no worries. Yeah, they have no worries about being alone forever.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, it's just so funny to see the reaction on social media. Literally, people are, like, posting the article to the Kelly Clarkson marriage and then, like, putting cry face emojis and, like, going, no! I love them.
Is that what they said?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
It's BAERRDADER.
Nailed it. Well, I remember whenever Anna Faris and
yes, and what's it, Chris? Chris,
It was
the
embarrassing.
guy, yeah, Chris Pratt.
Like, yes, whenever they broke up, I remember people saying, "I don't believe in love anymore. Like, this is it." I remember it.
You're so right. That absolutely happened.
Yep, because we talked about it during like celebrity news, and people were losing their minds.
If two beautiful people can't make it, where's the hope for the rest of us?
Yep, I remember seeing those captions everywhere.
Oh, I just can't stand it. We need to stop putting these people on any pedestal whatsoever, whether it's a virtuous one, whether it's a moral one. Like, come on, they're just human beings, and worse off, they're human beings with looks and money, which means they're bound to screw up and have tons of problems. If you put me in Chris Hemsworth's body and gave me $100 million, I would be a monster. I would probably treat people terribly. I'd probably be like, "Get out of my way," and just like push old people. Like I don't know what I would do. I don't know, and nobody knows. I'd like to believe I would be a wholesome, good guy, but I'd be like, "Oh, I have abs and money. Leave. Get out of my way. I'm first. No reservation."
I don't think you would be though.
I
feel like you would not be a jerk.
I don't know, Steph. Abs and money can create a lot of problems.
It changes things.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I don't do sit-ups, because I don't want it to change me.
Wow, so you want to stay true to who you are.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yeah, I think so. So a tech startup company called Champ Tracks is developing this thing called Hear Me Cheer. I want to know if you'd be into this. It's a free website portal that allows sports fans to use the microphone on their phone or laptop while watching a live sports event and send their voice into Champ Tracks, which then aggregates all of the remote fan audio into a single crowd sound for the broadcast. And these TV companies are going to use Champ Tracks and like pipe it in to the games that we're watching on TV.
Wow.
So you could
make it more realistic.
So I could be watching a Buffalo Bills game and just start screaming into this cell phone. Just be like, "Go Bills, go 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 Bills," just like that. And then like you could watch the Bills game and kind of hear me in the background going, "Go Bills, go Bills, go Bills, go Bills."
That's actually kind of cool. You get a chance to hear yourself on TV.
Yeah, the company's head goes, "If you're alone in your home, what's the point of booing if no one can hear you?" Good point. But if you know you could be part of something that a quarterback like Pat Mahomes could hear that's being played over the broadcast, that's really a different kind of thing. ESPN recently used Hear Me Cheer for a boxing event on Tuesday night. The company's in talks with several pro sports leagues and networks. So I don't know if it's going to be on NFL. I don't know if it's going to be on hockey or basketball when they come back. Who knows? But it's an interesting idea. I'm sure there's things they're going to run into, like people shouting expletives and people shouting, probably idiots shouting racial slurs.
Right.
Or maybe some like an upset, a scorned woman is like, my cheating ex's phone number is 717. Just start screaming into that. So like if you're listening carefully, be like, bro, I think some chick just gave out Chad's number.
Right. That's the thing. People will just start saying random things that have nothing to do with the game into it, and they're gonna have to screen all of them.
Yeah, I think that it's gonna happen, and it's not necessarily bad stuff either. It's gonna be like you'll be watching a Philadelphia Eagles game. Carson Wentz goes back to pass. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob! Like just.
Right, it could be fun, but also have nothing to do with the game.
Yeah, I think we'll see what happens with it. We'll see. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we're going to go back to talking about your grandfather and what you're finding in his house. Is all hope lost? No, there still might be something there. We'll talk about it.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempishealth.com.
QuickSave Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. QuickSave Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the QuickSave Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
So you're cleaning out your Pop's house. What do you think? Do you think this is the last weekend, or?
Yeah, we're going down this weekend, and I do think it'll be the last weekend, but we also thought that 2 weekends ago.
True.
So who knows?
Very true. And you never know. Look in every single shoebox, everything. Don't throw things out blindly because you never know when you're going to run into this. A 97-year-old former janitor from New Jersey who died in March left his relatives a treasure trove of vintage baseball memorabilia that is expected to fetch millions at auction.
Nuh-uh.
You never know what's in someone's basement. He'd amassed hundreds of collectibles, a signed Babe Ruth card from 1993 that's valued over $100,000, 5 other cards signed by Babe Ruth, as well as cards signed by Lou Gehrig and Jimmy Fox. He's got collectible whole sets. He's got Super Rookie Reggie Jackson card, Jackie Robinson cards, Pete Rose cards. I mean, things, like I said, worth millions. The family said he never paid for autographs. He would send lengthy letters in return envelopes to teams and players requesting them to be signed. So he would send a baseball card. He put it in an envelope, and he would say, hey, can you please sign this? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan, blah, 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 blah. And they would sign it and send it back.
Wow, that was smart of him.
Yeah.
He must not have had any idea how valuable those things were, or he probably would have put it in his will or something.
Yeah. Millions of dollars. So you never know what you're going to find. Look through every shoebox. You never know.
Wow. Well, the basement, his basement is a disaster. And we just left a lot of the stuff there because a lot of it is seemingly just kind of like junk that's not really good anymore. But maybe there's something there. Maybe we should look through it.
Maybe just go take a quick look. Now, if they're not protected properly, if he's got baseball cards, they're probably done. Moisture in the basement, mold, critters.
Right.
You never know. But if things are protected properly, who knows? Your grandfather could have been sitting on millions.
Right. I mean, I did find some pretty cool ice packs down there last weekend, but that was it.
Ice pack? Like things you'd freeze?
Yeah, like those blue ones that you freeze.
Yeah, those
I was excited.
Those aren't pretty cool. Yeah, those aren't pretty cool.
No, I mean, it was exciting because I needed them.
You could buy them for like $2 at Walmart. They're not.
I know, it's not as exciting as the Babe Ruth card, but it was something.
Wow. You know what, though? Steph, I got to give it to you. You are definitely not like a extravagant female. It does not take, luxurious gifts to please you or anything like that.
Nope.
Just, an ice pack and popsicle or something would be good. We're going to talk about this real quick before we jump into Stump Steph. Lady Antebellum isn't going to be Lady Antebellum anymore. Did you hear about this?
I love Lady A.
Yeah, well, that's what they're calling themselves now. You know that, right? Did you hear about?
I didn't know this.
How do I know country music news and you don't?
That's pretty bad.
So the band members made an announcement Thursday on social media saying they are regretful and embarrassed for not taking into consideration the word antebellum's associations with slavery. Antebellum means before a war, and the term had been widely associated with pre-Civil War period in the United States when slavery was practiced. Okay. Their original name, Lady Antebellum, was based on a house that they used to write and record music in. It was an antebellum house, right? So that just meant like pre-war house. So apparently you can't call yourselves anything from the time of slavery or else you're racist. This is the biggest stretch I've ever seen. It's their band. It's their property. They can do whatever they want. Or can they? Because check this out. In an effort to be super woke and progressive and I don't know what virtue signal or whatever the heck you want to call it, they switched their name to Lady A, which is actually the name of a 61-year-old black jazz singer who they basically took her name over without asking her.
Oh, no, so it caused another problem.
So in an effort to not be racist, they're super racist.
Wow. I did not hear about any of that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting. It's just, how far do you take this? Your name Antebellum, nobody was calling for them to change their name. I'm sorry. No, I didn't see one person being like, that's a pre-war word and you can't use it. Nobody was saying that. Nobody. I mean, maybe eventually they would because, you know, the mob comes for everybody at some point. But right now they're fine. They just said Lady A, and so and then black jazz singer's like, hey, wait a second.
That's me.
Yeah. So,
Wow, so maybe they need to just start from scratch and just call themselves something completely different.
let's see. It's Hillary, Charles, and Dave.
HCD.
Dave Charles Hill. Charlie D. Hill.
Well, that has kind of a nice ring to it.
Charlie D. Hill. I like that. Okay, let's stump Steph. In a recent survey, this was voted the #1 most hated household chore. What is it?
Ooh, cleaning the toilets. Nuh-uh.
You are killing it, Laylee. Killing it.
We did it, everybody.
All right. Okay, let's see if we can end with another good one here. This household chore burns more calories than any other one. What is it?
Ooh. You know, sometimes when I'm cleaning, I actually put my watch into workout mode because I'm like sweating and moving so much. I'm like, yeah.
Sure.
Is it like vacuuming?
No.
Something that really makes you sweat.
I would say, like, you're close with vacuuming.
I'm close?
Yeah, you're close.
Is it like mopping the floors? Yay!
Nice job. And first guess and second guess. I gotta start making these tougher. All right, everyone. We will see you tomorrow for Would You Rather Wednesday. It's a Puff and Steph podcast.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.